Well, good afternoon, my brothers and my sisters. Welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. I am Sheralden Brave. It is so good to be before you today. I hope that your day is going well, despite. All right, so let me just start off by saying hello, Hetty. So glad to see you. Thank you for always letting me know that I am broadcasting. I appreciate you so much. Well, I have a few pieces today. We're coming up on this Sunday, Father's Day, so I would like to share a few pieces just celebrating and honoring fathers. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. And we'll start with, we're not going to do a four liner just yet. We'll end with a four liner. The piece I would like to do for you today, starting off, is a piece entitled Daddy's Reach. Reach for your son's hand, and he'll give you his heart. Reach for your son's heart, and he'll give you his trust. Reach for your son's trust, and he'll give you his love. Reach for your son's love, and he'll give you the essence of God. Daddy's reach. The next piece I'd like to read for you is a piece entitled Daddy's Reflection. The beauty she sees is the beauty you create. The trust she holds is the trust you build. The love she feels is the love you give. The peace she enjoys reflects the spirit you are. Daddy's Reflection. This upcoming Father's Day, there'll be many of us whose fathers have made their transitions, no longer here on this physical realm with us. And so to show honor, to remember those fathers, I have a piece entitled Papa Don't Cry. I wrote this piece probably around 2000 after my grandfather, Charles Brave Sr., made his transition. Papa don't sing no more, now the angels sing for him. I can hear him in the breeze as the leaves rustle in the wind. Papa don't hum no more, for the drums of life has ceased. He's moved to another consciousness, surely he rests in peace. Papa don't laugh no more, but his humor still lives here. His fairy tales and storytelling, which I hold so dear. Papa don't smile no more, 'cause he gave them all away, preparing for this wonderful journey he knew was his one day. Papa don't cry no more, for the tears are mine to bear. Papa left me with a loving heart, and now that is mine to share. Papa don't cry. I also want to make a point. Some of my classmates and some of the young men that were a little bit younger than I am, talking about like my cousin Kit Johnson, because Kit also had the opportunity to be a part of an organization back when we were in school. I think elementary school, probably going into middle school. I want to show honor for a gentleman that really taught us young men a little bit more about ourselves. And that gentleman, he made his transition some years ago, was Kirk Perry Williams, the father of Kirk Patrick Williams, and Kent Perry Williams, the late husband of our guidance counselor, Miss Rosa O. Williams. And I bring him up because he has been strongly on my mind coming into this Father's Day. He ran the 4-H program for Georgetown County at that time when we were back in elementary school. So we would go on these annual camping trips, and the other thing, we would have these classroom talks, and I'll never forget something, and I'm sure most of the young men remember something that Mr. Williams told us, said, as young men, there are three things we should always have. We should always have a wallet, we should always have a watch, and we should always have a handkerchief. And I never forgot those three things. And so I just wanted this Father's Day, there's a lot of brothers out there who are, of course, fathers, but then we also have the uncles, we also have the coaches, We also have other community leaders that have stood in the gap, and I just wanted um, to honor Mr. Williams for the lives that he touched in Georgetown County through the 4-H program. So, with that being said, the next piece I'd like to read is entitled Man of. Is a man of character who helps his family grow, who teaches his children and others the lessons they need to know. It is a man of peace who carefully chooses his fight, who uses the words of wisdom as his strength and his might. It is a man of conviction who steps squarely to the plate, courageously, not cowardly, relying on his faith. It is a man of compassion who helps his neighbors through, lending a sympathetic ear even when unsure what to do. It is a man of faith who gives God all the glory, grateful to the utmost for God enlarging his territory. Man of. This next piece, I don't remember, basically how many years ago I wrote it, but I do remember that I was asked to write it for a young lady. She wanted something for her son to give to his father. So this piece is entitled My Hero. Many heroes are far removed from our everyday existence. We cannot count on them when we're in need of assistance. When I find my hero, they're in very familiar surroundings, all because I'm the recipient of a very special bonding. My hero isn't found fighting crime in a comic book, nor is he paid millions for having the best dunk or hook. Daddy, you are my hero in the past, now, and forevermore. You are the sort of hero so many people wish for. One who is there in times of ups and downs. The best kind of heroes ever are the ones that stay around. My hero. So I want to share a personal story that happened with me today. A couple of hours ago, I was resting. I've shared with you all that I do work overnight, and just before I turned on the Do Not Disturb, my father called me, and we were having a conversation, and wonderful conversation. And just as we were about to hang up, I said to him, I said, Dad, I said, I love you. And he said, I know. I thought that was that's a wonderful answer from my father. If you know my dad, that's a wonderful answer. That's even greater than coming back with, I love you too. Those two words I know were two powerful words for me. I went into the deepest sleep. So when my alarm went off to get me up to come to do the broadcast, it scared me because I was in such a deep sleep. So shout out to my dad for making my Wednesday wonderful, and hoping that you have the most wonderful Father's Day coming up this Sunday. So I've gotten to the end of the poems. I have one last poem. This is my four-liner, and I'm telling you right now that I'm being a little bit naughty. I'm telling you. So if you don't like me being naughty, this is when you might want to hit the button and go someplace else. But it's a little humor poem for Father's Day. My Father's Day poem. A man follows his stomach, and yet he follows his heart. One brings him joy and pleasure, and the other only makes him fill in the blank. Oh, you all are so naughty. So listen, I will be posting these on the website, on the profile as soon as I'm done. It's always great to see you all. I'm going to do a few shout-outs. I see my cousin Kit is there. And Carlos, thank you. And Hetty, thank you for leading in and closing me out. Moniz, thank you so much. I love you all. Okay, so hey, I am Sheralden Brave. This is Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. I've had a great time with you. And let me, you know what? There was one other thing I wanted to say. Please keep Rashad Brooks' family in your prayers as we go forward here in Atlanta and around the country and around the world with what we know is terrible injustices in this world, and we step up to the plate to do what we need to do as individuals to make a change in the world. So again, please keep his family and friends and loved ones in your prayers. Thank you. And I will see you when? On next week. Thank you. Bye now.